to participate in our 60th anniversary celebration.
Some people run at the first sight of stormy weather. Some people hold on and work it out together. I believe in you, you believe in me. The rainbow ahead may be hard to see. We gotta hang on to the string and don't let go. No matter how hard it gets, we haven't finished yet. There's so much of life ahead. We've got so much to do. No matter how hard we try, we just can't say goodbye. Don't leave me with regrets, 'cause we haven't finished yet. Oh, we've got so much more to do. So much more, so much more. Oh, there's so many days I wanted to call it quits. Don't do it, baby. There's so many times.
Please welcome the second Vice President of the Goldsboro chapter, Commendations B. Johnson.
Greetings, everyone. I'm Kametha Boyette Johnson, and I'm so grateful to God for affording me this special opportunity in my life. As a member of Continental Societies, Inc., Goldsboro chapter, I'm so thankful we are blessed to be celebrating our 60th anniversary. I humbly give reference to God for blessing me with 45 years as a member of this chapter and a beautiful legacy of love demonstrated by great women who continue to commit themselves to leading, lifting, and loving children. On this most historic occasion, we want to take you on a journey that highlights our 60 sensational years of service achievement in Goldsboro and Wayne County with children who we consider underserved. We are privileged to celebrate enormous pride and service in our success and achievements. We have impacted in a positive and productive manner many thousands of children over the years. And I want you to know that we could not have done this had it not been for our family, our friends, our business partners, and our beloved Continental sisters. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you've done. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this journey with us. And now it's my privilege to welcome a woman when she became a Continental was committed to learning and serving, a retired educational specialist and one who loves this organization, our leader and the president of the Goldsboro chapter, Continental Hiawatha Jones.
Please welcome President of the Goldsboro chapter, Ms. Hiawatha Jones.
Thanking God for my Continental sisters. Welcome family, friends, business associates, financial supporters, and Continental sisters throughout the United States and Bermuda. Thank you for celebrating with us 60 years of providing services to the underprivileged children, youth, Wayne County, Goldsboro, and surrounding communities. Our theme is celebrating 60 sensational years of service, achievement, and success. Every child needs a champion. Over the years, the Goldsboro chapter has had many dedicated Continental women championing the cause for our young citizens. Our champions are Vernell Best, First Vice President, retired teacher in Wayne County Public Schools. Kametha B. Johnson, Second Vice President, financial secretary, correspondence secretary, and a mentor to the sisters in the Goldsboro chapter, retired licensed clinical social worker administrator. Thelma Black, recording secretary, educator, Wayne County Public Schools. Cheryl McCullough Davis, treasurer and protocol chair, certified speech language pathologist. Amber Sutton, Sergeant at Arms, social worker in Raleigh, North Carolina and Wake County. Minnie Carney, historian, retired educator, charter member. Viola Ryle Vigoroa, public relations officer, guardian ad litem sponsor. Robin Freeman, chaplain, teacher assistant, Dillard Carter Academy.
Continental, the very name is astounding. We are celebrating 60 years, our diamond anniversary. We have done so many wonderful things in 60 years with our literacy programs, our scholarships, and our stocking is always filled, not only at Christmas, but all year long. We're so thankful for those ladies who we sit at their feet. Miss Commendatha Johnson, 45 years. Miss Vernell Best, 58 years. And then Miss Mary Carney, 60 years. We sit at those feet and we listen to all the wisdom that says Continental alone. Thank you, Father, for allowing us to have all of these wonderful things to share with the hearts of children and the community. Thank you, with diamonds all over.
To be called into your presence as your own. You are faithful, oh so faithful.
Michael Spriggs with Spriggs Auto Clinic and Spriggs Auto Sales. I would like to take this time to congratulate the Continental Society, specifically the Goldsboro chapter, for their community service to the Wayne community area. I'm a proud supporter and I appreciate everything that the Goldsboro chapter does for this community. My grandmother was also a member of the Continental Society Goldsboro chapter. So today I am proud to honor and recognize this particular society for all the great work that they do throughout this community. God bless you, and again, congratulate you on your 60 years of service.
Before I begin to tell you the history and mission of the Continental Society, Inc., I must first offer up praises to my Heavenly Father for allowing me to serve as a member of the Goldsboro Chapter Continental Society, Inc., a chapter of hard-working, dedicated members for 58 years. Thank you, Jesus. Now for the history and mission of the Continental Societies, Inc. In 1956, a group of energetic and dedicated, service-oriented women founded the Continental Societies, Inc. These women structured an organization to foster, promote, and develop the welfare of underserved children and youth. 4 groups formed the nucleus of this organization. These women were from Baltimore, Maryland, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Newport News, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. The meeting was held in New Carlton, Maryland. This gathering of women from the 4 chapters constituted the first official conclave. The Continentals gathered and pledged to continue to work for underprivileged and disadvantaged children and youth, which commenced in 1952 while affiliating with a group founded by Marie Poster of New York City, named the Continental Society for the Children of the Virgin Islands. The mission of the organization is to create an environment within communities that empower children to have access to quality and appropriate opportunities to reach their optimal potential. Our mission is accomplished through a 5-point programmatic thrust that we follow: health, education, employment, recreation, and the arts and humanities. Health being the key to a quality life. Education is essential for youth to be able to function in the society in which they live. Employment introduces young people to the world of work and is top priority if youth are to become economically independent. Recreation, an essential part of the lifestyle of each individual, relaxing the mind and body as he and she works to fulfill their goals. The last one, arts and humanities, foster understanding of the past and present through cultural experience. There are 49 chapters in the USA, District of Columbia, and Bermuda, and the society continues to grow. Continental Society serves over 360,000 youth yearly. Innovative activities are continuing to be created as Continentals volunteer their time and energies helping to make life better for our children and youth.
We, the chapters of Continental Societies, Inc., in an effort to foster, promote, and develop the welfare of underserved children
and youth, improve their educational opportunities, and to sponsor a climate of security and well-being in their environment.
To establish this constitutional membership of Continental Societies, Inc.
The journey begins. Continental Societies, Inc., Goldsboro chapter was the first chapter installed in North Carolina. Under the leadership of our organizer and first president, the late Gertrude A. Cox, the chapter was officially installed in February 1961 by the sponsoring chapter, Newport News, Virginia chapter, with Clara N. Fulkin serving as the president. 16 lovely ladies were installed on the historic occasion. 14 of them were educators, 1 was a registered nurse, and the other member was an administrative assistant in a local insurance company. The first officers were President Gertrude A. Cox, Vice President Dorothy D. Jones, Secretary Bertha B. Hamer, Financial Secretary Willette B. Stark, Treasurer Minnie G. Carney, Parliamentarian Manetta Stovall. The chapter has been honored to serve as sponsor for the following North Carolina chapters: Durham, North Carolina, March 2nd, 1979. Raleigh, North Carolina chapter, June 1st, 1995. Wilmington, North Carolina chapter, October 26, 1995. On this, our 60th anniversary, the members of the Goldsboro chapter pledged themselves to continue serving the underserved children and youth in Goldsboro and the Wayne County area.
If the storm comes, if we burn up, if the wells run dry, you're my reason to believe in another life. If it all ends and it's over, if the sky falls fire, best believe me, you will see me on the other side. If we wake up, lose our patience, or even lose our lives, oh, I feel lucky to say that you've been a friend of mine. Best believe me, you will see me on the other side.
They tell me you'll be remembered more for what you give than what you have. If that saying is true, then I want to introduce you to these lovely ladies who's in the Goldsboro chapter of the Continental Societies. Ladies, how are you today?
I'm doing well. Hope you are.
I'm doing fantastic. Hey, listen, could you guys introduce yourselves for me, please?
Okay, gladly. I'm Commendations Boyette Johnson, and I am blessed to be celebrating my 45th anniversary as a member of the Goldsboro chapter of Continental Societies, Inc.
Wow.
Vernell Best, and I have been a member of the Continental Society for 58 years.
58 years.
58 years.
Wow.
And I have enjoyed every moment of it.
That's awesome. Now, for the people out there who don't understand what this society is about, talk to me about that. What's the purpose of this society? This organization?
Well, this organization is the only international organization of women whose primary focus is to serve underserved children and youth throughout the United States, Bermuda, and Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I will tell you, and it's like every time I go to an event that's doing something for youth or children, I hear about them. Okay, you guys got your hand in everything. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome. Talk to me about that.
Well, we provide services under an umbrella of what we call our 5-point programmatic thrust.
Okay.
And that entails health, education, employment, recreation, and the arts and humanities. So our focus is to make sure that we cover all those areas when we plan our services and activities for the children and youth.
Now, does that include scholarships? You guys give out scholarships also for?
Scholarships is another major focus of our organization at the local, regional, and national level. It's a big part of us giving scholarships to deserving students who are needed.
Yeah, now I talked to one of the recipients, as a good friend of mine, Mr. DeKevius Atkinson. I'm pretty sure you guys are familiar with DeKevius, and I'll be interviewing him later. Miss Bess.
Yes.
58 years.
58 years.
Wow. That's awesome. Talk, what got you interested in this program?
Well, I came to, my first job was here in Goldsboro. In 1960, I came to be an elementary teacher at East End School. And I heard so much about this group, the Continental Society, and I met some of the ladies that were members, and they encouraged me to become a member of the organization. I did not join when I first came here, but I attended a conclave that they had in Greensboro. And it was just so much going on, and the people were so friendly, and you knew that they had their hearts centered around helping children. And so I was just inspired by them. And I had a girlfriend, Marie Isler. The two of us came in at the same time. And I have been working with the Continentals ever since. My passion was always to help children.
That's awesome. Talk to me about the conclave. What goes on at the conclave?
Well, they have meetings. The main purpose is to have meetings and to try to see what they can do to help better the lives of the underserved youth.
That's awesome.
And of course, there's fun. You know, they had workshops, and that was basically what they had. The workshops trying to improve the lives of children, and then, of course, the entertainment that night. The ending of it was a social.
Right. That's all.
One of the things that we focus on too at the conclave is our programmatic thrust, and the chapters are asked to do reports centered around that 5-point programmatic thrust, and they actually are judged.
Wow.
We have judges to see how well we've done, and those are acknowledged at a banquet of our awards banquet where we are acknowledged for how well we've done. All the chapters coming together, and there's a lot of emphasis, and we learn how to do things different from each other. And there's a lot of camaraderie, but it's good to know that you won something.
Right. That sounds good. Now, you guys are also involved in the Christmas stocking fund.
Empty stocking
fund.
Yes. I saw that in a newsletter.
Yeah, we actually was the co-sponsors of the Empty Stocking Fund. And there was a meeting with our organizer and First President, Ms. Cox, with the Goldsboro News August and the people who were primarily heading it up.
Right.
And of course, we agreed to do that.
Yeah.
And there are pictures of us back in the day.
Wow.
Up until now. We still a part of it.
Okay.
And there are pictures of us from back then and the current to today. We also have pictures of our involvement. So we've been really proud. It's expanded now. They have Seymour Johnson Field, they have Wayne Community College, they have the high schools involved. So it's expanded. But we were the original group that agreed to co-sponsor.
Wow. You know what? And I also found out, too, how many of y'all remember EA House?
I do.
Talk to me about EA House. I did not know this till I did some research on you guys, man. That's all. Talk to me about that. How did that come about and helping EA House out back in the day? You young pups, y'all won't remember this. Right?
Well, that was a boys' club, and we knew that the organization needed some help, and that was our purpose. So when Mr. House came to us and was asking for help, we just automatically say, okay, we're going to help you. And that's what we did. We gave, at that time, we gave a $500 scholarship to him for the Boys Club.
Yeah, which was a lot of money back then.
It was a lot of money. It was.
And that was in 1963.
Wow.
And it was such a great accomplishment on the part of the chapter that it landed Miss Cox, the president, and Miss Minnie Carney, our current historian and the surviving charter member. Their picture was in Jet magazine for presenting that to EA House Boys Club.
Look, I took these guys are some movers and shakers. I'm telling you. Now, if people want to get in contact, women want to get in contact to find out how they can get involved. How can they do that? Who can they contact?
Well, they can contact
we have a membership chairperson, which is Kametha, and she works her heart out to get that done. Yeah. So she can tell you more about that.
Yeah.
Well, we have certain offices, and at the national level, it's the second vice national second vice president. The local regional office is the second vice regional director, and the local office is the second vice president. And our focus is on membership. And the thing that we want to do, we want to invite women who really want to work with children to be a part of us. We want that kind of commitment. So we recruit. That's one of the things that we do. We recruit members. And once we get them in, we want to retain members. And then when they leave, we want to reclaim them. So we recruit, retain, and reclaim.
That's awesome.
So that's our major focus.
That's awesome.
And over the years, the Goldsboro chapter, we've inducted in excess of 100 women over the years.
Really? Wow.
But they can contact somebody at the local level. They can go on our national website and review what we do. And I think there's an application on the national website. But there are ways that they can read about us.
Yeah. So what's on the horizon? What do you see coming up in the future? Some of the ideas that you have. I know this is actually new, the first virtual one that you're having.
This is a major piece.
Okay.
Trying to get this done, because this is, like I say, our 60 sensational years. And we're also going to have a souvenir journal, because what we want to do is to let this focus on helping us to increase our monetary needs, because we want to be able to give more scholarships. In order to do that, we have to have the funding. Our major source of funding has been the Continental pageant, but because of COVID, we have not been able to have the pageant in 2 years. And that's been our major fundraiser, the Continental pageant, because the parents get involved, and it really helps us out a lot. So we're having to, we have to come up with different ideas to raise funds, and this virtual experience that we're asking our family and friends and business partners to support the souvenir bulletin, where their names will be listed.
Hey, please support, guys. I'm telling you, they do fantastic work. You can go to their website, Facebook page. You'll see a lot of information up there. I wish you guys was here in this beautiful room of theirs and see all the. Talk to me about this room. I see all the trophies and the plaques and all the memorabilia and everything.
Well,
are you running out of room? Because you got a lot of stuff in here.
It's my understanding, Mr. Jones, that the Goldsboro chapter is the only chapter in the organization that has a continental room.
Wow.
We've had chapters and members come from over the years. We've had national presidents that have come here over the years. We've had 4 or 5 that's come in the last 20 years. And nobody has a continental room. And it was just an idea that we came up with probably 30 years ago, maybe. And then we decided to acknowledge our kings and queens for the pageant, our displays of awards from organizations, and we've been awarded things from the local level for our service. Our wall of presidents, our wall of Hall of Fame members, our wall of the Gertrude Cox Outstanding Leadership Award, the Lillian Parks Thomas. So we've had women who have achieved a lot in this organization. So that's why you have it.
Hey, listen, if you live, especially in this area, if you live here, there's no reason that you don't come down and visit this room. It is awesome. It is awesome. Listen, thank you, ladies, for having me out. Thank you for having me to do this. I've learned so much, from even talking to you guys, especially looking at the stuff in this room here. And also with Kevius Atkinson, a good friend of mine, who was one of the scholarship award winners. He's, matter of fact, what we're going to do right now before we go is we're going to take a look at Kevius. He has a message for you. Watch this.
Okay. All right.
Hey everyone, my name is Kevius Atkinson Sr. I'm a 1996 graduate of Goldsboro High School, and I'm also a recipient of one of the scholarships that I received from the Goldsboro chapter of the Continental Society. So I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the chapter for 60 years of service in the Goldsboro community. And I received, I believe it was a $500 scholarship that year, and it definitely helped me in part to attend North Carolina A&T State University. I graduated in 2000 with a degree in social work, and I've been in social work for the last 21 and a half years. And getting that scholarship really was, it was fantastic. It was great. I didn't know much about this society until someone in my family told me about it, and I applied, and you all felt that I was worthy of a scholarship, and I really appreciate that to this day. 25 and a half years later, I have an opportunity to say thank you again for that scholarship. And attending A&T, I was afforded the opportunity recently to be a contributing author to a book entitled The HBCU Experience, the North Carolina A&T State University 3rd edition. So I had a chance to submit a 1,500-word chapter to talk about what attending A&T did for me. And it got on sale on October the 27th, and you can order it from Amazon. So you guys actually helped me attend college, and then I had a chance to talk about what going to A&T was all about. And so I really appreciate the opportunity. So once again, you all, thank you so very much for the opportunity, and back to you, Robbie.
Thank you to Kevius for those words, man. That's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy, ladies.
Yeah, we're proud of Kevius.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He also has a book out.
I know.
Did you guys see that? He has a book out just came out.
We talked about it. He talks about the HBCU experience at A&T.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
Very good.
That's awesome. Well, listen, before we go, any closing remarks?
President of the
Raleigh chapter. Yes, he is, the Raleigh Triangle chapter. Good guy. Matter of fact, I come up under that chapter.
Okay.
Yeah, good guy. And your daughter.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So any closing remarks, guys, before we leave, anything you guys like to say?
We're just grateful for being blessed to be celebrating 60 years.
Wow.
We're the second oldest chapter in the Mid-Atlantic region.
Wow.
And there are 15 chapters in our region. And we're just blessed to be a part of this community because we've done a lot, serving the children, the scholarships, giving the kids an opportunity to express themselves in the Continental pageant. Mm-hmm. And just doing all the things in our 5-point programmatic thrust.
Yeah, that's
because we feel very sacredly that there's a destiny that makes us sisters.
Yeah.
None goes her way alone. And all that we send into the lives of others comes back into our own.
And for me, it's just a blessing to be able to help somebody, and there are children that need help. And as long as I can help them, that is my desire.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Ladies, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. We appreciate you.
All right.
Continental Mission. The mission of the Continental Societies, Inc. is to create environments within our communities that empower children to have access to quality and appropriate opportunities to reach their optimal potential.
I am Continental Sister Viola Rouse Figueroa, and this is our Continental motto. There's a destiny that makes us sisters. None goes her way alone. All that we send into the lives of others comes back into our own.
Commendations to community service for dedicated and devoted service to our children and community. These outstanding people represent our 5-point programmatic thrust. Jackie Jackson, 37 years experience in oncology and surgery, member of the North Carolina Nurse Association, 6-year cancer survivor, and instrumental in providing education on the importance of mammograms, and also providing a vast number of wigs for cancer patients. Hilda Hicks, trailblazer, pathfinder, change agent, ceiling breaker are descriptors for Hilda Hicks. Born and raised in Eastern North Carolina, Hilda made an undeniable mark in history as a member of the country's first class of blacks recruited and trained by the Social Security Administration. With a love of learning and children, she later served on the Goldsboro City School Board. She also founded one of the first charter schools in North Carolina, Dilla Academy Charter School. Her vision was to create a place where Goldsboro's youth could be nurtured, taught, and challenged to reach their full potential. Renita Allen Dawson, Associate President of Wayne Community College, Workforce Continuing Education, instrumental to the impact of employment for individuals in the community by providing a vast number of short-term career programs such as medical assistance, auto mechanic, masonry, and cosmetology. Richard Butler, CNA at Cherry Hospital, former semi-pro football player who commits his time to 22 young boys at the Boys and Girls Club to provide a positive after-school outlet and to develop skills, eyes-hands coordination, quick thinking, and positive interaction. Jen K. Mize, Director of the Wayne County Museum, increased public awareness of the African American presence as a fabric in the making of Goldsboro in the city and county by providing pictorial accounts of the African American history as well as videos. Implementation of the first Juneteenth event at the museum. Patricia Beyer. Patricia Beyer serves as Chief Executive Officer of Wayne Action Group for Economic Solvency, also known as WAGES, a large community action agency in Eastern North Carolina. In this role, she provides executive leadership and oversight for 12 diverse human service programs. These programs provide services for children, seniors, and families. Ernest Lofton. Ernest Lofton has been a champion for children for decades. As the first African American fireman in Goldsboro, North Carolina, he found great joy in teaching children about fire safety and prevention. As the owner and operator of the first black photo studio, he willingly shared his expertise in photography with many young people interested in developing skills in photography. Reverend Dr. William Barber, recognized for his activism
and inspiring work on behalf of 140 million poor and speaking truth to power. Reverend Barber received an invitation to deliver on January 21st, 2020, the homily for the 59th inaugural prayer service for President Joe Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Reverend Dr. Barber spoke at the Vatican in 2017 in response to Pope Francis' letter on care for our common home, and he was invited again to speak at the Vatican in October of 2021 at a conference hosted by the Pontifical Academy of Social Sciences on coalition building and bridging religious communities. On June 18, 2018, Reverend Dr. Barber spoke before the 5th Uniglobal Union World Congress to more than 25 countries, during which time he was added to the Black Achievers.
Ambassadors of Love and Service. Continental Minnie Carney. Minnie Carney was a member of the distinguished group of 16 lovely ladies installed in the Goldsboro chapter in February 1961. She is the only surviving chapter member and is celebrating 60 years of uninterrupted dedicated service. She served as the first treasurer, and she, along with our first president, Continental Gertrude Cox, presented a monetary donation to the local EA House Boys Club that landed them a debut in Jet Magazine. Other officers held were Vice President, Treasurer, and Historian. She compiled the chapter's first comprehensive history in 2007. She also served as chairperson for the chapter membership intake and pageant souvenir journal committees for several years. A top fundraiser for the Continental pageant, she co-sponsored numerous pageant winners. She has attended numerous national board and regional meetings. She and her husband, the late Continental guy, James Carney, attended well over 30 national conclaves. She was inducted into the chapter's first class of the Hall of Fame in 2003 and received the national's first award for 40 years of service, presented by the national president, Dr. Erling Dotson. In 2016, she received the Lifetime of Service Achievement Award. At the beautiful age of 102, Continental Minnie Carney continues to inspire and motivate us. Continental Kamatha Johnson. Continental Kamatha Johnson's journey as a member of the Continental Societies, Inc. is unparalleled and is grateful to be serving 45 years of uninterrupted service as a member of the Goldsboro chapter. Continental Kamatha has served in every office at the local level and is the only chapter president to have served 8 consecutive years. She has served faithfully at the local, regional, and national level for our organization. As the president of her chapter, she served simultaneously as the Mid-Atlantic Region Director and National Sergeant at Arms. She is the longest serving Mid-Atlantic Regional Director and holds an impressive number of leadership roles and committee representations that has impacted the Continental Societies, Inc. in a positive and productive manner. Her longevity of renowned and honorable contributions at the local, regional, and national levels are a testament of her love for children and youth. At the regional level, she has served as First Vice Regional Director, Recording Secretary, Historian, Sergeant-at-Arms, Ethic Committee, and Economic Development Committee Chairperson. At the national level, she has served as co-chairperson of the Chapter Management Committee and chairperson of the National Credentials and National Ethics Committee. Some of her continental recognitions include, at the local level, Goldsboro Chapter Hall of Fame, Gertrude Cox Outstanding Service Award, Kametha B. Johnson Arts and Humanities Award named in her honor, Mid-Atlantic Regional Level Sisterhood Legacy Award, Region's highest award, Kametha B. Johnson Outstanding Member Leadership Award is named in her honor. National level, the Lillian Parks Thomas Award, the highest honor bestowed on a member at the national level. National Hall of Fame, the second highest award given at the national level. President's Visionary Warrior Leadership Award, Dorothea Burns President Award, President's Cornerstone Award, National President's Award. Continental Kametha is committed to leading, lifting, and loving children who are our greatest commitment and concern. Thank you.
Greetings again, our special guests and Continental Sisters. We're delighted to share some more information about our success and achievements over the last 60 years, as you can see in our Continental Room. One thing that we're really proud of is the fact that with the national symbol and logo, the Goldsboro chapter, the late Rachel Richardson conceived the idea of the children with their backs turned, and that was the part that we played in the development of our national symbol. We're also very happy that years ago, in 1985, we became life members of the Gold Wing branch of the National Association Advancement of Colored People. We're proud of that achievement as well. And for 7 different occasions, we became the Civic Organization of the Year from the City of Goldsboro for notable achievement with the Human Relations Department. Very proud of that honor for over 7 occasions. Another special award is the fact that we received the Partners in Education Award, PI Achievement Award for the Wayne County Public Schools, and we received this honor on 3 occasions. Another very important award that we received was the Civic Organization of the Year, sponsored by the Phi Alpha Alpha chapter of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity here in Goldsboro. And last but not least, we also received the award from the Goldsboro Dillard alumni for the Civic Organization of the Year for our services to children and youth. We're very proud of these local achievements. In addition, we have a wall of fame of numerous awards that we have received at the local, regional, and national levels of the organization. We are proud of our achievement for 60 sensational years. Thank you.
lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. Never found anyone who fulfilled my need. A lonely place to be, so I learned to depend on you. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity, because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all. It's easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. The greatest love of all. It's easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. And if by chance that special place that you've been dreaming of